assistance.
For people who can't necessarily make an appointment with Achiezer, or even people who have, who can't consistently come back, how can they learn more? How could they keep themselves on track? How can they get themselves in a mindset of budgeting and financial safety?
Great question. So there's, firstly, I don't see many of the clients regularly. Some of them, I have clients that I speak to monthly for years now. And I have other clients who I meet with once. We set up their budget and they're good to go. We've checked in with them. Sometimes they've said, oh, I would love a follow-up. We've had people, a lot of people actually come back after 2 years, 3 years. Hi, I paid off my debt looking to buy a house. Could we meet again? And that's always, of course, a wonderful, wonderful feeling, because you realize that you haven't heard from them, but they got a lot out of that meeting. So my advice always is, if somebody does have credit card debt, they should be meeting with an advisor, just without even a question. And in this case, there's no downside. It's a free service, and at a minimum, you have somebody else looking over your numbers. People who tend to not have any time for, and again, it doesn't have to be me, it doesn't have to be our team, but who don't have time to sit down and create a budget or work with a friend or a family member, are mostly people who don't want to do this. They're not ready for it yet. If somebody is really ready to make those changes and to do that, there is somebody to sit down with, and they should sit down with them. It does not have to be a weekly commitment, a monthly commitment. It could be a one time, and they could walk away and say, okay, a lot of people have their numbers all over the place. A lot of what we do is just organize that information in one central location and get everything together, so that they now know, okay, I do have 10 debts, but they're now all on this piece of paper, and I know which to pay off first and which to pay off second. And we've got a game plan. We know where we're heading with this. So my feeling, I do feel kind of strongly that if somebody is struggling with any sort of debt, or if they're not really sure how to do this, a meeting is really a no-brainer.